Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel 3D Multimedia. Under the NLP series, today we will perform sentiment analysis using VEDAR. If you are a beginner and want to know how to perform sentiment analysis without NLTK library, then refer to my previous video. So let us start now. What is VEDAR? The full form of VEDAR is nothing but Valence Aware Dictionary and Sentiment Reasoner module within NLTK Natural Language Toolkit library. Is a rule-based sentiment analysis tool designed specially for analyzing text from social media platforms. Here, the lexicon is a pre-built and comes packaged with the NLTK's VEDAR module, making it readily available for sentiment analysis tasks. In sentiment analysis, a lexicon may include words or phrases along with their associated sentiment scores, indicating the degree of positivity, negativity, or neutrality associated with each word or phrase. So before starting with NLTK, you need to install NLTK by using pip install NLTK. Then you have to import NLTK. Okay, then import sentiment intensity analyzer class from nltk.sentiment.vadar module. So this sentiment intensity analyzer is used for analyzing the sentiment of text data using the VEDAR algorithm. So let us now download the VEDAR lexicon for sentiment analysis. So this VEDAR lexicon is a dictionary containing lexical features such as words and phrases along with their sentiment scores. These scores indicate the degree of positivity, negativity, and neutrality associated with each word or phrase. Okay, so now let us initialize the VEDAR sentiment analyzer. So it's a constructor call that creates an instance of the sentiment intensity analyzer class. So here we had this particular library or class, right? So once we have imported now we are creating an instance for this. It means like you're creating an object for this particular class and storing it under VAD variable. So VAD is a variable used for representing the sentiment intensity analyzer class. Okay, let us execute this. Now, to see what is there under VADR underscore lexicon, you can print this statement. So where this vad.lexicon.items is nothing but it's a method which is going to give you the resultant as a dictionary with key value pair, where your key will be your word and the pair and the value will be your score. So these are the default words and the corresponding scores given by the VEDAR lexicon. Now, let us take a sample text for sentiment analysis and store under the variable text text. Now, let us get the polarity score of the input text. So, var.polarity and underscore scores text is nothing but it's a method call on the sentiment intensity analyzer object var to obtain the sentiment scores for the sample text. The polarity score provides a dictionary with key values like positive, negative, neutral, and compound for given text. Okay, let us store that into the scores. So let us now print the scores. Here you get a value for negative, you get a value for neutral, you get a value for positive, you get a value for compound. So here the compound score represents the overall sentiment, where values closer to 1 indicate positive sentiment, closer to -1 indicate negative sentiment, and around 0 indicate neutral sentiment. So here, okay, the negative sentiment score is 0.0, so which indicates that there are no negative words in the text. For the neutral sentiment, the neutral sentiment score is 1.0, indicating that about 100% of the text is considered neutral. For the positive sentiment score is 0.0, indicating that there are no positive words in the text. For the compound score is 0.0, which is normalized score that ranges from -1, that is most negative, to +1, most positive. Okay, so now let us determine the overall sentiment. So we have taken scores compound. So this scores compound is nothing but this retrieves the compound sentiment score. So you have this compound, right? Compound sentiment score from the scores dictionary. Okay, so if the compound score which we got like 0.0, if it's greater than 0, then it will be defined as positive sentiment. If that compound score is less than 0, then it will be considered as negative sentiment. else if it's equal to 0, it'll print as a neutral sentiment. So here it prints neutral sentiment. Okay, so based on this course compound, the compound score is 0.0. So if you have seen it in this sentence, the compound score is 0.0, which is normalized score that ranges from -1 most negative to +1 most positive. Since it is 0, okay, so it indicates the neutral sentiment. The code determines that the overall sentiment of the text is neutral and prints neutral sentiment as output. Okay, so if you have liked this video, don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel 3D Multimedia. Thank you.